These are the reels that remember I mentioned last week about Cup having to get some parts in. I'll show you something. You see how this is a crack there? You often end up with a blank that you see that crack there? Grains can often split along the especially in the heartwood. This is the heart of the tree here. You can see that. Sometimes the grains can split that way. And what I have to do is I have to drizzle the whole thing with epoxy, and this one to try to arrest that split. It's just too good of a piece of wood to throw away just because it's somewhat split like this. I've actually had split wood way worse than this. And that is, well, we see that with this blank here. Now this blank is going to be a Mastercraft finish. It's going to have all the epoxy and varnish on it. But you can see a similar crack here and one here. I could not do a oil-based finish that purely because it would just, the crack would just get bigger and bigger and the whole thing would split in half. Some pieces of wood, they'll just do that. The wood moves. Wood moves. The Mastercraft finish stops the wood moving. Right? It encases it in the wood into a hard rock, and it stops the wood from moving. The smaller reel here, as you can see, has a similar crack. Both these pieces come off the same tree. And this is going to be a Fieldcraft finish with just the oil. Well, I can't just put a Fieldcraft finish. So what I have to do is drizzle that full of epoxy, just pack it down as deeply as we can get it. Then I'll give it a good sanding, and I need to finish out this interior portion here. As you can see, it's rather squared off. It needs to be finished. And then we'll just make an assessment. And what I may have to do is I may have to sand it, get it nice and smooth, and put an initial coat of epoxy on it just for sake of uniform color. And then just one real thin coat on it, and then finish it off with some with varnish. Can't have this slightly darker color here and then this brighter color here. It's not going to be professional. It's gotta look good. Can't have all these rough edges, but this is very rough finish. It'll look much smoother. Now compare that to this guy. This, let's see, get the old sink here. I didn't want to get wet there. This is a Fieldcraft finish reel for another customer. Okay. Back of the reel. Front of the reel, the interior throat, the face or the front, the casting ramp, sort of the arbor, and then the backstop. This is an oil-based finish. There's no epoxy, but you see there's no cracks in the wood. So the oil soaks into the wood, and then it oxidizes and hardens and gives it, you still feel the natural wood, but it gives it somewhat of a leathery finish. Now this is Southern Yellow Pine that's been finished in the same finish here. Same Fieldcraft finish. But also, if you see here, this reel was split into about 3 parts, and then I took time, repaired it, stuck everything back together, and then decided to use it as one of my own personal reels. This is in far better shape. It looks you can't even see where the cracks, where it was split apart. Similar situation here. Once we sand all this down and get it looking good, you just won't even be able to see the cracks, and they just won't expand. I know they won't expand because it hasn't expanded on this one. My dad used to make clocks, and he would have splits in cypress wood all the time like that. That's a pretty big split there. Again, it's not, the split has not grown at all. Right? Here, look at this. Big honking crack right there. It's not spread at all. This is a prototype. I've had it for years now. It's not up to the modern standard. As you can see, we've got this irregular sized hole here compared to much more well-defined hole. I mean, the throat, what I call the throat of here and here, much rounder and smoother. So this one needs to be refinished. But that, my friends, is the difference between, that's what a Fieldcraft finish reel looks like. And here's what a Fieldcraft reel looks like, where the wood was severely cracked, damaged, or something that I had to kind of fix it. And therefore, when you get one to a customer like this, it's just not going to be any, without me telling you about it, you probably wouldn't have even known it was there. If you don't know, check out the new Tackle Shop Academy, where I take everything I've learned, take the things that I've learned about running an independent fishing tackle shop and teach other people how to build their own online fishing tackle shop. It's great for YouTubers who are fishing, who haven't been monetized and who want to learn how to, you can monetize before you even get monetized by YouTube. If you just make and sell your own fishing tackle. That's what I was doing here, and I just teach what I've done, you know. So check it out, Tackle Shop Academy. I'll include a link.